Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browner, and I have a son, Owen, who is 12 and has autism. We paint together. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. So I paint a lot of flowers. Oh, this right here. This is what I laugh about because, well, we just made a mess, but that's okay. It's just paint. It's just paint. It's just paint. So we add more paint. That's what we do. That is what we do since we dropped paint. I put way too much paint on my paintbrush and I rush too much. Those are the characteristics of what I do when I paint. So here we are, painting and dropping stuff. I just was on here a little bit ago for another live showing some of our paintings, and through the month of January, use code 5 to get a discount of $5 off of one of our paintings. So here we go. If you couldn't guess, I'm doing flowers with lots of extra paint. Oh, I laugh. It's better to laugh. That's what I can tell you. We've been up since 3, so Saturdays, that's what today is, in case you watch this at a different point. Saturdays are hard for my sweet baby O because he is ready to get to his grandma and see her. Saturdays are the day he spends with her. And that's, a beautiful thing. I remember spending so much time with my grandma, and I miss her very much. And so spending time with your grandma, that's incredible. But even though she is occasionally, like all of us, up at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's not something that we generally do, go to grandma's at 3 o'clock in the morning. So there you go. But he was very ready to get there. And like I said, we weren't going at 3 o'clock in the morning. Just wasn't going to happen. Just wasn't gonna happen. So if you've watched before, you know that I like to pretty much with flowers use one paintbrush. Now I won't say that happens with all the flowers all the time, but I like the way that painting them with one paintbrush kind of gives like all the different colors in there. And so when I do this, you'll notice like there's the purple kind of hiding in that one. And so that's what I like to see is what colors come out. If you've watched before, I always say I like to watch paint dry because to me that's so fascinating. It's amazing to me how things change and the colors like change as you go along. So that's something to me that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I am I'm tired today. I'm tired. Owen, it's one thing for him to wake up and be ready to go, but then we have to also, like, he doesn't understand when I say that it's still, I shouldn't say he doesn't understand. He technically understands, but he doesn't understand. It's such a hard thing to explain. Time, for someone that doesn't understand, like doesn't read a clock, and honestly I think he does read a clock, he just doesn't know how to express that he reads a clock. He knows the days of the week. He knows how like the calendar works. He knows all of that kind of stuff. And so it's very interesting to me that he is so aware of time, yet he has such a hard time with time. So, excuse me, that went down wrong. So he was up at 3, and if he would be up at 3 and then go back to his room or be like okay and not scream, the screaming is what's hard some days. Well, screaming is hard all the days because he wants to do something and he will scream about it until he gets the answer he wants. But we are not going anywhere at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, no matter how much he screams. And it's hard to explain to him that that's not going to be an option. And so I just try to get him to kind of calm through those moments and see what we can do. Because, like I said, we can't go anywhere. Well, we can, but you know what I mean. We don't generally go places at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's not something we do. Not something that happens. So, see, these lines don't really technically matter either because we make them all up as we go along. And we keep going until we get where we want to go. So, but I'm about to go pick up the boy from his grandma's. They've been having a good old time. That makes me very happy. And then hopefully he will be happy and excited for all that he has done, which being with his grandma is all that and more. We are getting there. We are getting there. A few more. A few more here. Just sometimes kind of fill in the blanks and not drop quite as much paint as I did earlier, maybe. We shall see. But we are almost there. Sometimes I fill it all in, sometimes I don't. But we are and we just go back and add some more green stuff here, there, everywhere. Since we don't have enough green down here. Oh, if you're just tuning in, you can play back the beginning. Go back to the beginning and see where all this came about. Because, yeah, I dropped some, but that's okay. So, all right. Well, I thank all of you for watching and being a part of our day. And I always sign this as O for Owen, since he helps me with the backgrounds, and then L and B. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Toodles, toodles.